Hello, Upper L friends! Happy May. It's so crazy how quickly April went by. I can't believe it. We only have like one more month left of school. That's super crazy. Alright, so last week I assigned or gave you guys a assignment to look at the string instruments, or the string family. So I posted that on Google Classroom. You can go ahead and take a look at it. There's some pictures and videos you can listen to and some information, and there's an activity that you can do at the end also. Alright, so for now, let's go ahead and grab our packets and grab our recorders and get this recorder party started. Alright, so we're going to start doing our warm-ups. We're going to start with just playing 4 Bs. We're going to get all those notes that we already know back into our brains. Alright, so I'm going to play 4 Bs and you'll echo after me. There you go. Easy peasy. We got this. Now, put 2 fingers down. What note is that? A. Here we go. Ready? There you go. 3 fingers down. What note is that? That is our G. Here we go. Alright, and then last video we learned a new note. And it was what note? Do you remember? It was high C. So high C is like this. So our thumb is on the back, and it's our second finger that's down. So that would be B, and then you just switch like that, and that is C. So we'll play 4 Cs. Nice job. All right, now we're going to do some 4-note patterns using those 4 notes that we just went over. Our C, B, A, and G. All right, so I'll play it, and then you just echo after me. There you go. Sorry, that one was long. So I feel like we are pretty nice and warmed up. We've got our notes back in our brains and we have our breath all ready to go. So now I would like for us to start on this page right here. On top it says Lullaby, and let's make music with G, A, B, and C. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at Lullaby. So what we're going to do first is we're going to clap the rhythm and say the rhythm names. So if you take a look at Lullaby in measure 1, 2, 3, 4, there is a note that we haven't really talked about before. It is this note right here. Does anybody know what it is? It's a dotted half note. And what a dotted half note is 3 beats long. So if we look at that measure right there, it would make sense that if our time signature is 4/4, so 4 beats to a measure, that this note would equal 3 because the last thing on there is just 1 rest. So if that's 1, how do you get to 4? 3, and there's our 3 right there. So when we encounter our 3, we'll just say 3. Just like that, okay? So we have our ta, 2, and we'll say 3, just like that. All right, so get your clappers ready, saying the rhythm name and clapping the rhythm. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. 2, ta, ta, 2, 2, ta, 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 3, ta, 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 2, toe, that there at the very end. All right, so rhythm, pretty easy. Yeah, we kind of got that. So now let's grab our recorder, and now we're going to finger the notes and say the note names. Excuse me. Okay, so what do we start on? We start on an A. So our A is 2 fingers down. We'll go a little bit slower when we do it this way. Okay, ready? Fingering and saying the note names. 1, 2, here we go. A, G, A, C, G, A, C, B, C, B, C, G, B, A. So that last line down there, once we get to here, that gets a little tricky, right? With all switching back and forth between all the different things. Okay, so now let's try and go ahead and play, see if we can do it. Okay, so we'll go slow this first time because we are using our new note. Okay, so starting on our A, 1 finger down. Here we go. 1, 2, here we play. There we go. All right, so I would say that we do have a tricky spot in there. And I would say the tricky spot is right here, these last 1, 2, 3 measures. It does skip around quite a bit. So let's go back to those last 3 measures. So we're gonna start right here with the A, or with the C, A, B, C, A, G, B, A, right there, okay? So we're starting here on the A. We'll go really slowly, starting at that A. 1, 2, here we go. Oops, sorry, I messed up. Let's try that again. 1, 2, here we go. So yeah, it's really that second measure before the end that is really hard. Okay, so again, if you need to stop and pause the video, absolutely go ahead and do that. Play over those last 3 measures as many times as you need to until you feel comfortable with it, okay? All right, so let's go back to the very beginning of Lullaby. Let's see if we can play it all the way through. Okay, starting on our A. We'll go a teensy bit faster this time since we've gotten a little bit of practice. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, here we go. There you go, did you get it? Very nice. All right, so now let's look at the one below, the skating with my partner. So we are going to try this as a duet. We're going to try it online and see how well we can do it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to say the note names in rhythm. So rather than clapping and saying the note names, we're going to go through and say the note names all together. And there is one little thing that I want to point out to you guys is this little like arch that's connecting this note to that note. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Does anybody know what that's called? It's called a tie. So that means it's tying the 2 notes together so they're sort of like one. So if we look at it, the note, just like when we saw in our lullaby, it's 3 beats long. but it's tied to another note that's 3 beats long. So we hold it for 6 counts, like that. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the top line. So if there was 1 and 2, you know, we would look at number 1. And what does it start on? It starts on our B. Okay, so sing the note names in rhythm. 1, 2, 3. B, C, B, G, G, A, B, G, G, C, A, B, C, B, G, A, B, A, C, B, A, G. Whew! That one moves around a whole bunch. Okay, so now let's look at the second line. So the one that has the least amount of notes. Okay, so we start off with 3 rests at the very, very beginning. So I'm going to count us in, but then we have to count for those 3 rests too. And I'll keep my hand up here to show where the rests are. Okay, so the second line. 1, 2, 3. G, A, G, G, A, C, A, G, B, G, A, G. So, a little bit less notes in that one, which that's kind of nice. Okay, so now let's play both of the lines. So the first one, the top one, is going to be a little bit easier than the second one. You can kind of tell by the way how many notes there are and how much they move around. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the very top line. So part 1, we'll call it. So it starts on B, so 1 finger down. Okay, and we'll play a little bit slowly because once it gets down to that second part down there, it does kind of pick up quick and the notes get different, and we'll just see what happens. All right, so starting at part 1, very beginning. 1, 2, 3. Did you get it? Alrighty, so I would say there's a couple Mr. Trickies in that part right there. Again, if you need to pause it and go back and rework those, if you just need to rework on the measure, you know, you can go back and do that, okay? Alright, so now let's go ahead and look at the second part. So part 2. So we are going to count for those 3 rests at that very beginning right there, and then we'll start on the first note. That's G. Alright, so part 2. 1, 2, 3. Rest, rest, rest. Rest, rest, rest. Go. A little bit easier than the first line, right? Again, pause it if you need to, and then you can go back, fix the parts you need to. So when we do it now, when we play the duet, it sounds really awesome. Okay, so we're going to play it as the duet now. So I'm going to have you first play part 1, and I will play part 2. So I'll count you in, and you'll start and then I won't come in until 3 beats after you come in. Okay, so you're part 1, I'm part 2. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. A little hard? Nice. That's good. Hard is good. Okay, so now let's flip-flop parts. Hopefully this time, you playing part 2 will be a little bit easier for you while I play part 1. Okay, so again, I'm going to come in and I'll play for 3 beats, and then you come in after those 3 beats. So I'll do a little like, to show you that you're going to start. Okay, so here I go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Did we end at the same time? Perfect! Awesome! Alright, so if you want to redo that and try it again, you can pause the video, rewind it a little bit, go back to where we started it, and then you can try it as many times as you want to. Alright, so now let's turn our page right here. We got a new note. High D. So we're even lifting more fingers off of our recorder. Okay, so our high D, as you see on the picture, it is 1 finger down. It's like you're playing the C, but your thumb comes off the back. So it's not like that, it's like that, so with our picture. So I'm going to play 4 Ds, and then I want you to play 4 Ds after me. Pretty high pitched. It's way up there. All right, so now let's take a look at Mary Had a Little Lamb. If you feel as though it is going to help you, grab a pencil and you can fill in the rest of the lines underneath the notes with the note names. If you feel as though that's going to help you, you can pause the video now, do that, and then come back with us. All right, so looking at Mary Had a Little Lamb. We're going to first say the notes in rhythm, like what we did previously. So, let's start. What does it start on? B. What gives you the first 3? All right, so here we go. Saying the note names in rhythm. 1, 2, here we go. B, A, G, A, B, 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 A, A, B, D, D, B, A, G, A, B, 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 A, B, A, G. All right, so now let's grab our recorder out. We're going to finger the notes while we say the note names, just what we did, except we're adding on fingering the notes. 1, 2, here we go. B, A, G, A, B, 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 A, B, D, D, B, A, G, A, B, 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 A, B, A, G. Getting that just 1 finger on there is a little hard, right? Okay, so now let's try and play it from the very beginning, starting on our B. Ready? 1, 2, here we go. How did you go? All right, I would say the hardest part is that going from the B, D, D, from there. So that part's kind of hard. So let's just try that. You can just follow along with me. You don't have to look at the music, but we're just gonna go B, D, D, with a thumb off the back. I'll play it and then you echo. You try. We'll do it one more time. Okay, from the very beginning. We'll see if we can get it through all the way this time. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and. See, even I messed up a little bit too, but that's totally fine. Everybody makes mistakes, right? Alright guys, so next week I will have another slideshow for you guys to look at to learn about another family of instruments. And then we'll have one more recorder video after this, and that is going to be the end of the year. I can't believe it. Alright, well I look forward to seeing you guys next time. I hope you have a great week. Bye-bye.